I'm an emergency manager. I specialize in disaster response. I'm teaching an educational series on the basics of emergency management and disaster response. I started this series because I saw so much misinformation about disasters online, not just on social media, but on the entire internet as a whole, where I was browsing news sources, Google, you name it. I have 2 foundational rules for this page. Anybody who interacts with me asks questions and what I am constantly talking about. 1, critical thinking. We use critical thinking. I cannot push you enough to use critical thinking when you are interacting with information from the internet. I have been to, call it 6 different countries in the last 6 months. The internet looks different in different places. The internet looks vastly different in the United States as far as what I am being fed, advertisements, what information pops up first, how AI presents information, especially when I'm running something in a search engine. It looks different. Please be aware of this. Please take the headlines or information you see from news sources, internet searches, social media. Think critically about it. Who is the source? Who can be influencing this? How realistic is this in real life? Especially with headlines. Like, it's really easy to do, guys. You read a headline, pop back out of your internet bubble and go, hang on, in all of my life experience, is this realistic? Let's think about if this is about a select group of people or a circumstance. How much do I know about that? Do I need to research more before I can believe this as truth? Let's fact check. The second foundational rule, fundamental rule, whatever you want to freaking call it, research. Learn how to research and utilize research. Do not be lazy about the ingestion of information on the internet, please. Reading is not hard. Reading can be boring, but it is not hard. Let's fact check things. Being lazy is not good. Not good when it comes. I know you want to doom scroll. I know you want to just scroll and believe information, but you're storing that information in your brain and it can come into your memory as fact. Or, yeah, I read that, so therefore it's real. No. Or somebody told me some third-hand story from their cousin experience one time. That's a game of telephone. We played that in primary school. Fact check that. And these 2 rules can be summarized as media literacy. There is an entire national organization that's a 501c3, whatever they're called, nonprofit. It's a nonprofit. And they have a lot of really great resources as far as learning about media literacy, understanding media literacy. What does it mean? Why is it important for every generation, not just kids on the internet? Yes, kids are now growing up with the internet. They're growing up with a very different world than those of us who were alive before the internet, and I'm aging myself here, had. But those older generations didn't have the internet either. It's not like they've gone their whole lives and therefore have way more experience with the internet. They have more life experience, but that doesn't mean they have more media literacy. It is just as dangerous for older generations who may not know to fact check something or may see a logo that they recognize and therefore immediately trust it. I'm sorry, but if you see the MSNBC, the CNN, and the Fox logo on the same website, no, that's not a real website. That's a sketchy website, guys. But does grandma know that? Guys, the point here is this is a great website. And please, please don't be lazy about the ingestion of information from your weird third cousins or the internet. When it comes to my specialization in disaster response, I see how misinformation affects disaster survivors, and it's not good. It affects their real life. Misinformation is not just, oh, that's just, false information that somebody read. It has real life impacts.